Welcome back, everyone. It's time for the ending. So we got the typical star field, but we're not gonna have the crystal theme yet. That won't be until the end pops up. So, in the beginning, there was only the void, and from the void came four essences. They formed the crystals, and the world was born. Hope blessed the earth. Courage blazed into flame. Care and devotion turned water into the seeds of life. The passion for knowledge spread wisdom on the winds. If ever the void threatens to engulf the world, so long as the four essences still exist in man, light will be born anew. The four essences shall rise from the void and weave the light once again. I guess it's just weird, I guess, the way that they because they had to translate it from Japanese, I guess, the script. It had that weird scrolling effect there. But here's our four heroes. Tiny Toe and the three princesses. Lena, Krill, and Faris. And I'll point out where the differences start occurring in the ending, based, like I said, on who is on their feet or not at the end of the battle. We all get pulled up here. It looks like we're still stuck in the void. The void is still here. But we beat X-Death. Is it because the crystals are all gone? The world will be engulfed by the void. Uh-oh. What's that? Is it the crystal shards? Yes, it is. All the 23 crystal shards that we had. Hope bless the earth. Courage, light the fires. Remember, Lena is the water. So probably that thing about the bringing seeds of life. Devotion breathes life into the waters. And finally, we have Tiny Toe, the essence of wind. Passion spread knowledge on the winds. The four elements. And it looks like, because we've taken care of those crystal shards, it looks like the crystals are being reborn. I guess in the four elemental dungeons. See, yep, there's the earth crystal. Here comes the water crystal. We got those four tablets. I guess that's going to be the new resting place of the four combined crystals. Because, like I said, the world is combined now. Here's the fire crystal. Deep under the ocean. And then finally we got the wind shrine, the new wind shrine. Where they don't show that. But it looks like they are showing that all the stuff is returning. There's the ancient library sent back. This is Lick's Tiny Toe's home village. And this, I guess, is Tycoon Castle. Yep, from the surroundings. Yep. Woohoo! Everybody's back. Woohoo! The world, it's being reborn. Yep, along with the crystals. And the crystals as well. I just said that. There was still power remaining in the crystal shards. Thank goodness. Lena, Faris, Krill, it's because you took such good care of the shards. Don't forget yourself, Tiny Toe. Hey. Or Grandpa. Now, when do we return to Tycoon? Correct, my dear. It's King Tycoon again. Guess that means we'll see. I'll see the Dawn Warriors. Yep, there they are. Dad, Grandpa, Father, Papa, Kelgur, and Zizat. They're the only ones who don't have any connection to our heroes. The world still needs you. It's too early for you kids to be meeting us. Go, return to your world, the one you saved. saved the world once. Now we have done it. But there's no, like, continuation in most Final Fantasies. I think they had a continuation for, like, Final Fantasy X and 13. And then they had, like, the after years for Final Fantasy IV, but most Final Fantasies are, like, self-contained, so we're not gonna get to see a new, group pop up after this. We won't see the descendants of, these heroes, you know, fight on. But we will see a little bit of, what happens, after this, so... Yeah, anyone who, is defeated in the battle, they won't be pulled onto this Windrake here. They'll slide off the screen. And that'll affect, who writes the letter here, in this kind of like the finishing section here. So... Oh, now we're getting the wind crystal back in. So, there it is, finally formed. So that's the final last crystal. Grandpa. Grandpa? Who's Grandpa? Who was their grandpa? It's Mid and Sid. Yeah, a letter's arrived. Now, normally this letter is written by Krill. But because Krill was knocked out in the battle, this one's going to be written by Tiny Toe. So like I said, you can look at the old Final Fantasy 4 Job Fiesta Let's Plays from the previous 2 years. You can see the one that Krill writes, but it's pretty similar. But of course, this thing changes a little bit here. So, but yeah, now that Tiny Toe is writing the letter because... Krill was knocked out and was kind of stuck in the void. Feels like that fight was just a bad dream. There's Regal, the frontier town. Waltz, the water village. The Moogle village is back. Since then, I've traveled all over. Yeah, Krill would be in these pictures if she was still around, but seems like everything's become peaceful, like before. I guess everyone's just accepting the new world, you know? Even though it hasn't been much time, really. Hey, look, it's Sarissa. The Chancellor of Tycoon seems quite happy. Yeah, both princesses are back. I don't know how long Faris is gonna stay. You know what she said? She ran off last time she was stuck being a princess. She said the pirating life is much better for her. Looks like she's gonna pull an Alina. However, Faris seems worried about her pirate crew. Alina from Dragon Warrior 4, which is just gonna kick out the window and escape. Everyone in Balor's War says they have no heir to the throne. Of course, this would have been different, like I said, if Krill was around, because she would have been the heir, being Galuf's granddaughter. The Windrake and the Moogles are still waiting for Krill to return. Will she return? There's Stellan Dorgan's grave. I went back to Lix. I figured I'd spend time near my folks until it was time to hit the road again. Yeah, my best friend just had kids. Remember? Yeah, Coco was pregnant with his kids. Let's see what the chocobos look like. Next time, stop by to see them. They're really, real cuties. Look at them, little tiny ones. And there's 3 chocobos right there. It looks like it's been a year since then. Looks like I think I'm gonna go back there, back for my friend's rest. I guess, Lena and Faris got their own chocobos. If any of the others haven't asked about me... No, they'll definitely come. Tell them I want to see them again, alright? So that's the letter. What's going on with Sid? What would happen to her? Obviously he's talking about Krill there? Well, we will find out what kind of happened to, her. And anyone, it's not just Krill, but anyone who was knocked out in that final battle. Yeah. we've reminiscing a little bit about some of the adventures we had there with Krill. Yep. But I think we've earned our happy ending, and yeah, well, they're not gonna end the game with Krill being gone forever. Nope. Krill, there she is. Yep. Sure. Were you really sucked into the void? She couldn't have been sucked into the void. No, like I said, we have to have our happy ending after all we went through. What, 53 episodes? Nah. What was that? Yeah, we still got 2 more to go. Could swear I heard something. No need to be here yet. Maybe I'm just getting old. Now we're going to head to Tiny Toe. And he is going back, like I said, to where friends were. So he's going back to the Elder Tree, where you know, Galuf passed away and passed his power on to Krill. So yep, Sid was right. His friends did come. So Len and Faris are there. And if Krill was not knocked out, she'd be here too. So I guess we're just kind of remembering her. If Galuf and the others hadn't been there for me, then I'd be... Yep, the crystals have been restored and everything's peaceful. But for some reason, I'm sad. Yeah, because your fellow your friend princess there, Princess Krill, is gone. I was going to say fellow princess, but you're not a princess, Tiny Toe. But Len and Faris could say that, you know, because they're princesses. It's because Krill's gone, I suppose. Yeah, Galuf, is that you? Well, he heard something. Kind of like how Sid did. Oh, look, the magical flowers just bloomed. And hey, look, it's Krill! Yeah, anybody who is like knocked out in battle, they will be returned at this point. I guess it just took him a year to get the strength to get out of the void. Remember she said she was too tired after that last battle? Told you, didn't I? Wasn't your time to come to where we were. Yep. So she's back in the world. Woohoo! We'll be able to celebrate. Woohoo! At the end, after the battle with Exodus, I had nothing left. I didn't have the strength to escape from the void. I could see you guys go further and further away until you were just tiny little lights. Then, little by little, I started feeling better. It took like a whole year. But I heard Grandpa's voice. Wasn't your time to come to where we were. The crystals have regained their power. This time it's up to us to protect them. So I guess no more amplification machines. Like Dad and the others did. Although really the amplification machines didn't crack the crystals. There was X-Death trying to break the seal. Say, do you hear that? That I do. Remember, like Guido said, you know, whatever's sealed is meant to be broken, so... Grandpa's voice. No, just the wind through the trees. But yeah, Grandpa's still talking with them. The rippling of the water. Just the crackling of flames. The settling of the earth. Yep, I'm talking about the 4 elements that they all represent. Back when we got the first crystal shards and we kind of learned who they are. Don't know, I'm not sure what it is, but... I can hear it. Yes, something warm. Let's go. All right. We will hear the closing out music as we watch the ending credits coming up. So, Tiny Toe, Lena, and Faris will jump on their chocobos. We saw them earlier when they were on the top of the mountain there. And Krill, she gets to ride her Windrake. Which I guess now is the only remaining one since the wind drake from Tycoon sacrificed itself to become the Phoenix, which is not able to be summoned by the Magic Lantern, so we didn't get to see that summon, but in my last playthrough you'll see it, so, because I had a summoner, so, and this is reminiscent of Final Fantasy VI. I guess this is where Final Fantasy VI got their idea. They do this little Mode 7 traveling across the world here. We travel around and we get to see the world and how it has kind of been restored. Which is like we'll also see in Final Fantasy VI when I eventually get to that game, but oh, wow. Takes my daddy forever to get the game, so it's gonna be a while until he gets to that one. I see you gotta go through Final Fantasy 1 twice coming up, and then there's 2 and 3 and 4, the after years. Oh man, he got a lot of games to play. But this will, I guess, will be my Final Fantasy 5 4-Job Fiesta final. So, yep, next year at this time, Daddy will have a new Princess Rat to take over my duty. Yep, so I'll be up here at the Rainbow Bridge and enjoying my time up here, my time of rest, you know, but during my time on Earth here, I had 3.5 years, which was crazy long for a rat. Yep. I enjoyed all the adventures I had with you, and I enjoyed sharing, you know, playing these Final Fantasy 5 4-Job Fiestas for y'all, so I enjoyed playing for the charity and making new friends with the people who worked at those charities. You know, and I hope that I, you know, accomplished a lot of good. I know my daddy donated all the time to all the charities that he helped play for, and hopefully encourage some other people to also donate. It looks like Ferris's chocobo there has a eye patch on it, like a pirate eye patch. So, but yeah, so I really enjoyed doing this. Like I said, a new princess will take over next year, but we have, you know, 2 more years worth of Final Fantasy 5 Job Fiestas before we play all the different classes. And then, of course, after that, there's plenty of rat rescues and other animal rescues that will still need help. So I'm sure this is going to be a long-running series every year that my daddy will do. And these videos, they'll be staying on the YouTube channel forever. So if people come back years later and check these out, maybe they'll still want to come contribute to charities like Healing Whiskers, Rabbit and Small Animal Rescue, Tiny Toes Rat Rescue here. So speaking of that, if you enjoyed this little playthrough, which isn't finished, like I said, I still got the optional super bosses to try to take care of, but gotta do some level grind and strategy and strategizing for them. You know, make a donation there to Tiny Toes Rat Rescue. I know they can use all the help they can get, like I mentioned in some previous videos, with a lot of wildfires out west. A lot of people had to give up animals, and you know, Tiny Toes took several of them in, so, you know, anything can help. Also, you know, feel free to help other animal shelters in your area, especially the small ones, you know. They're the ones that, you know, can really use the help, because they don't have, like, the big marketing budget and the, you know, the worldwide recognition, you know, that some of the big charities, like, you know, the American Red Cross or the American SPCA, Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals have, you know, but they still do great, great work. So, it's really important to support the little guy, you know, because I was a little girl. I came from a little rescue, the St. Nicholas Mouse Rescue, along with my best friend, Princess Prin Prin. We were adopted together nearly 3 years ago in December. And along with Arthur and Durf, yep, they came from there too, so, yep, now we're all celebrating up here at the Rainbow Bridge together, so, we're preparing a place for our humans, and it's time for them to come along, so, but, so, like I said, I encourage y'all to, you know, support, you know, your local charities, you know, smaller ones, whether they be, you know, for animals or for, you know, another good deed, you know, so, yeah, that's how you can be a hero, just like how Krill, Tiny Toe, Len, and Faris were here, and we get to see their stats here. All of them are going to have the, you know, the 4 jobs they mastered, and they're all going to only have a total of 17 abilities. So, yeah, there's a total of 100 abilities you can learn if you master all the jobs, but since we were only restricted to 4 jobs, we only mastered, you know, those 4 jobs and the 17 abilities that came with them. So, see all the final classes they were. Harrison, a little Berserker costume. Yep. So, but I guess, you know, my daddy usually ranks these games when he finishes them, so obviously, you know, this is a good game. It's not that it's my daddy's favorite Final Fantasy, but it's one that he's grown to enjoy more and more as he plays them. He's going to be playing it every single year now for this Fiesta. So I think the joy of it comes from, like I said, the Fiesta and being able to play different challenges, different restrictions, and stuff like that. But if you're just, you know, certain jobs and certain abilities are so much better than others. You know, if you're just power leveling through the game, you're basically going to use certain jobs. You're never going to touch other jobs. So in that sense, it could be, you know, kind of boring. But, you know, we have to come up with, like, new little strategies. Like, we had to come up with an interesting way to fight Biblos and Flame Hand. Yeah, that was pretty tough right there. Those, we had a bunch of tough bosses right in a row there. The Flame Hand, Biblos, then we had the Desert Worm, because you couldn't control Faris or Berserker at the time, and that's the class she ended up in, you know. Fighting, because every time you fought the wrong hole, it would do that demi spell and take away your hit points. Yeah. Tough times, but we saw it through. The only thing I think we didn't defeat, other than the 2 optional super bosses, we didn't get to beat that Guild Turtle, which you would have been able to do if we would have had the Big Guard at the time, because then we could have floated, avoid the earthquake, and then we just didn't have enough damage to deal that Shield Dragon, because it runs away. We have to do at least 10,000 hit points of damage in, you know, basically one round. So maybe I'll try to see if I can beat that when I have to do some level grinding. Maybe that'll happen. So who knows? We'll check it out. If I do, I'll put it in the bonus episode. Like I said, we're gonna have at least 2 bonus episodes here. Assuming I can beat Shinryu and Omega, that's how I've normally been doing it. I have 1 bonus episode with fighting Shinryu, getting the Ragnarok, which is the treasure chest Shinryu guards, and that would be the 100% treasure chest completion. And then the other one is the bonus episode with Omega. Yeah, both of those battles can be pretty long, so they can be just an episode in themselves. So yeah, they have like 55,000 hit points and a lot of nasty attacks. So yeah, they can definitely be a very challenging thing. But you know, there's ways to cheese them if you're using all the jobs. But once again, with the 4 job Fiesta restrictions, we can't cheese them. So this is where coming up with interesting strategies come with. So just give you a little bit of a preview. I think we're gonna take Shinryu on like we did the past 2 times with you know, Berserker in it, and then trying to rely on those those Mirage vests that I stole. That'll let us avoid, you know, 2 attacks at least. So hopefully you can deal a bunch of damage before Shinryu you know, knocks us out. So, and then Omega, I think going with the Bone Mail, you know, that'll prevent us from getting encircled, which removes you from battle, because Bone Mail gives you that heavy status. So, and but damaging Omega, that might be a different story. So we'll see if that Goblin Punch thing works. So, but yeah, we'll just see how that goes. So, like I said in the last 2 episodes ago, I'll be just uploading some Crystal Warriors in the meantime while I do my level grinding and see if those stats work out. But stay tuned, and eventually you will get those bonus episodes in. So once again, thanks for all your support. Continue to support Tiny Toes Rat Rescue, or go back, check out the old 4 job Fiestas. Support Tiny Toes, Rabbit and Small Animal Rescue, and Healing Whiskers, so they can always use support. Links are in those video descriptions, so thank you kindly, and I'll just let you listen to the Crystal theme here from Final Fantasy. It's one of my daddy's favorites for a minute before I close this video out. So take care, have a good day, thanks for following along. This is Princess Sarissa, thank you for everything, bye.